Welcome back to My Bride is a Mermaid Anime Review Part 6. This will be the last two episodes ever released for My Bride is a Mermaid. Yep, the last two episodes. Now, when I looked for episode 25, this is mostly canon up until, I'd say about the first half of the chapter was adapted. It looks like they didn't finish it. Well, they went a completely different direction because they had to use this anime original character who's a complete dick. His name is Yoshido Matsumoto. Yeah, the first episode starts off basically Akano forced to basically give an invitation to the Sun family to invite him to this garden party. What the heck this party is, they don't say because, well, yeah, the invitation's, well, I'll get to that. Yeah, then we cut to Nagasaki and Sun having arguments over. Now, I should point out, though, in the manga version of this chapter, the argument is over something else. They argue over Lunar. In the anime, they argue over him not turning socks right side out and putting tissues in his pocket. Yeah, very minor things. And then, of course, well, aside from that, it most proceeds exactly how it's done in chapter 32. Up until I'd say the last couple pages, they don't really adapt because they go in the anime only direction right after that. Because he's depressed, he talks to the school rep, takes several classes. He's supposed to do something, and then she transforms into Amazon woman, and then she goes back sobbing down. It's like, what are you gonna fight for? You're crying. It's like, yeah. And mostly put, and we have the Sun gang. We have the Sato gang go to this guy's party dressed in nice outfits, and then it turns out, yeah, there is no party. They all got gassed except for Sun, who got drugged. Yes, this guy is a total creep. Yep, he is a total creep. And pretty much the whole thing with Nagasaki in episode 25, it's mostly like how you present in the manga, very mopey, and he's searching for Sun everywhere. He doesn't really, of course, he does at one point go to the nurse's office. Now, the wording on the actual door itself is the same, except that they took out the last line. Yeah, so then he goes to the bridge, wondering where Sun is, and then of course Makawa, now basically his childhood friend. It's not Makawa, it's Mawari. Yeah, she basically kind of comforts him. And then, of course, Kai shows up and says, hey, let's go rescue Sun. Yep, because him and Luna decided, just because Akano kind of told him about basically, well, they mentioned the guy, and of course, he's using info, so basically he uses so Kai uses pretty much his intelligence network. Yeah, he got his intelligence network, something he never mentioned he had in the series before. And says, oh yeah, I found where he is, go to the garden party. And it turns out people who go to this garden party do not return. Yeah. Yeah. No wonder why this guy is a terrible dude. So they go to rescue him in Kai's submarine. And where is the party? At this ditto seafloor place. Oh yeah, and Yoshido is this spoiled rich kid who gets whatever he wants. And he kind of basically has the attitude of a 90s teenager. That's not a joke. Heck, even some of his henchmen dress up as 90s style gangsters. Yeah, no wonder why this is filler. But a lot of the action is really good comes right after this. So they break in, and yeah, it was like, what the heck was that? And of course, apparently people who were security, they are so stupid. It's like, an alarm. Doesn't matter. We don't care. Let's go back to drinking. Yeah, the security are so stupid. Yep. So then we have a bunch of army surrounding the submarine, and he's like, wow, that's a lot of people. And of course, Kai's like, okay, I'll send my own army out there. So basically, send the submarine's crew to basically fight them. And he goes through, and he's able to. And he's stopped by Akano, though he's basically able to convince that, yeah, this guy is full of crap, and you shouldn't basically take orders from him, despite the fact he might be a noble. So she's like, and of course, well, her sergeant training me, yeah, he's wrong, it's turned against them. And then a bunch of eels shows up. Yes, giant eels. Where the heck the guy got these things? No idea. The guy is just so stupid. He's only doing his own fighting. He's very lazy. Yep. And then of course when Neo's about to eat Nagasaki, he's saved by Ghost Burrow. And of course, while the rest of the Sasuke helps him, and of course, Ren basically tunes with Akano's sword to pretty much just knock out a bunch of the guys. Of course, Nagasaki is given Ghost Burrow's coat, runs up, and of course he's out to fight with basically Nagasaki. Of course he's running up. That's when Lunar's father shows up, and apparently he's got laser beams. Yes, laser beams. Of course he tells his father, terminate. He's like, yes, dear. Proceeds to basically beat the crap out of all these guys, and then, of course, when Nagasaki gets up where Sun is, basically he tells Sun, despite the fact she's in a dazed state, basically yells for her. He apologizes for what he said at the beginning of episode 25, and he tells her that he loves her, and of course when he drops the ring that he got way back in episode 2. And that apparently wakes her up. She takes off the dress, the headdress, the veil she was forced to wear, and calls Yoshido basically a sick freak. And, he takes out his gun because such a lazy guy having a gun. Yeah, he thinks. And he points the gun in the most inappropriate way possible, pointing it sideways like you're so cool. But here's the thing: that is not the proper. What I've heard, that is not the proper way you're supposed to hold your freaking gun. But what I have heard, and yes, I have held a gun before. Though I used basically a target, sort of like a target board back at my uncle's house. This is about 13 years ago when the series came out. Yeah, so guns are loud, and the way this guy basically was holding a gun, yeah, that's not how he's supposed to hold a freaking gun. That just basically be thinking you're so smart. Oh, look, here's my awesome gun. I'm holding it sideways because I'm an idiot. Yes. Fires the gun. Of course, Nagasaki slams from the sun like an normal person would do. And he catches the thing with his freaking teeth. And apparently it goes like a badass mode. Like, what? What the heck do you have this? And apparently Sun basically is going to power boost. Something that apparently he never mentioned he had in the series. Not that I can think of. The last time it was like this was back in episode 13. Mm-hmm. Then he proceeds to beat the living crap out of Shido. And basically destroy part of his building. Oh yeah, and his true form is not. His mermaid form is a overweight catfish, and his subordinates like, really? This is what your true form is? Apparently, they had never seen his true form before, so they proceed to take pictures with their flip phones. That's not a joke. And of course, Nagasaki asks Suna to stay with him forever. She says, yep. Slips the ring the guy from episode 2. And they proceed to go back. And apparently he decided to become very muscular. I'm like, what the heck is this? Well, apparently can't fit his own clothes. And Moari basically chastises all three of them for being late. Of course, Nagasaki basically is acting completely irrational. Like, why the heck is he so muscular for? And, of course, Sun is wearing the ring that as a wedding ring, implying they're actually married. Yeah, it's an okay ending, but my gosh, it's a good thing this is filler because this villain is absolutely freaking terrible. Like, I have never seen such a Now, I've seen bad endings for anime. But at least in the case of series like Soul Eater, the villain who actually was the main villain who showed up in the final episode of that series, he actually is a canon villain, though we get defeated the most stupidest way possible. This guy is just so stupid. I can't really stand this guy at all. The only thing good about him is basically his voice performance. I got hands to the guy who voiced him. Let's see if I can find who voiced him. Let's see, who's the guy who voiced this jerkwad? This guy is voiced by Chris Patton. Yep, Chris Patton. Yeah, that's the only cool about this guy is this voice actor. Yeah, the character himself, couldn't get Kevin too crass by this character. He is a completely useless character. And by far one of the worst anime villains I have ever seen. I mean, his look screams of laziness. I mean, he wears suspenders, straps down, wears a coat, pants, and that's it. He doesn't wear a shirt. He doesn't wear any shoes. I mean, if someone calls himself a noble, the guy is one lazy bum. I mean, my gosh. At least other villains are serious. At least have a reason why they won't go. Why they won't wear a shirt. This guy just doesn't feel like putting a freaking shirt on. And I'm probably thinking, wait, what about the character Tojiro from Yu Yu Hakusho? Well, he's like that for a reason. But at least he wears freaking shoes. This guy is barefoot. It's like this guy won't get properly dressed. Oh yeah, and his parents don't give a damn about him at all. Yeah, because they won't come to his party. Yeah. I would say the canon stuff they did for episode 25, that was really good. I thought the action bits of this episode was really good. I only think that the reason why they said to end it here, and this is my personal theory, because they caught up to the manga, and they probably go, okay, let's just end the series. Instead of, like, how about take a break from the series? Like, take a hiatus for a few years before, let's say, we bring it back, dab some more chapters, take another hiatus. Do that. No, let's end with a crap filler. Yes. The action is the only thing good about the filler stuff. Yes, the action is the best part of it. The rest of the stuff is utter garbage. Like, the party stuff is stupid. The main villain don't really give a damn about. And in fact, Akino has to basically take orders from this creep just because he's a noble? Please. Oh yeah, and the best thing that happens to this character is that he gets support of the Kaido. Oh yeah, and when they mentioned Kaido before, yeah, he didn't give two craps about Kaido. He's like, oh, I'm so powerful. I got this champagne. I got these girls flying over me. Please. Look, I don't mind characters who are full of himself, but my gosh, this guy is so stupid. I have never seen such a stupid villain ever in anime. I mean, it's a good way to end the series, on a good note, despite the fact it's filler. And it's almost kind of like the way they ended Toriko. Having the main character have his own Super Saiyan moment just to beat this filler villain. Yeah. That's one thing that really kind of takes down for me, is the fact that he's defeated by a Super Saiyan moment. Because all anime love ripping up Dragon Ball Z. We have to rip off that because that's the template of series to rip off. Yeah. In case you're curious though, like, when did this series actually end? When did the manga end? The manga ended 3 years after this anime ended. And I don't know if in fact that, of course, here's kind of the thing. When it was dubbed here, back in it was actually released from July to September, which means the dub was released before the manga officially concluded. Yeah, I'm sure some people probably who actually watched the series would definitely enjoy it, because it's actually a pretty good anime up until the last couple episodes. But lucky enough that we have the OVAs to kind of basically watch by taste them out, because the description of them, they sound a heck of a lot better than the garbage we had here for these last couple episodes. Yep. Are these episodes bad? They kind of are. Yeah, the canon stuff for episode 25, like I said, really good. The action, the only thing filler-wise that is good is the action. That is it. That's the only thing good about it, is the action, because we have to end the series on a big action hot climax. Because we have to. Yeah. Man, I wish they would have concluded this series properly. I mean, in case you're wondering, there's enough chapters to basically finish up the series. Well, they do have some of the chapters for the OVAs, but I could definitely see them bringing it back. Probably not for a 26 episode season. I would say with the amount of chapters that are left to be adapted, I could probably say we have about 20, 30 chapters, I'd say. We could get about 15 episodes out of it. But it just depends exactly if they ever brought the series back. Yeah. But I would say animation-wise, the series did a really good job. Yeah. But not much else to say about these particular episodes. But next review, the two OVAs. And that will be it for this series. And hopefully these OVAs are a lot better than what we got for these last couple episodes of the series. Probably the wipe the bad taste of the mouth out of these ones. Yep. And then after that, well, next bit I'm going to do is a comic corner, definitely. And then, of course, I will do the final review I'm going to do for My Price Mermaid. And I'm going to do the TV specials for Case Closed. I'm going to review those, first two. And hopefully, now, in case you're wondering, what is my next series I'm going to start up right after this? Okay, I'll tell her right now. Just to get it up. This, matter of fact, next video I would review it anyways. I'm doing the series My Girlfriend's a Slutty Virgin. Yeah, I'm doing that series. You're thinking, wait, that's an odd title for the series. It's also named for the actual name for it, which I'm not going to say because there's a curse word in it. Yeah, hopefully I might get a chance to do the first video probably later on today. But yeah, so that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned next for my comic corner. Talk about 2 books from Marvel, okay? But see you in the next video. Bye.